Alright, this is just a preview of one of my Xbox Ones. I have two of them. Modded Xbox Ones. One of them's got the 500 gig. This is the 500 gig Western Digital. And I got one with a 160 gig Western Digital also. That was the first one I made. I made this one later. Got different stuff on here. You know, anything. Check the weather. You know, you can watch videos, movies, you know, TV shows, whatever. Listen to music, pictures, you know, programs. I got different emulators. This is you know, Capcom and SNK arcade boards. Atari. You know, this is coin ops, man. It's like 8,000 some odd MAME ROMs. All of them have video previews. Came out to be about 16 gigs by itself, but pretty much any fighting game ever made worth the damn is on that. This is CPX3. That's what Street Fighter 3, different, you know, like Third Strike and New Generation, all that. Red Earth, that's on CPX3, Game Boy Advance. Killer Instinct, this arcade port, also. NES right here. Nintendo 64. I got pretty much all the good ROMs that you want on that. PlayStation, you know, I got, you know, the Resident Evils, MK Trilogy, Final Fantasies, Breath of Fires, pretty much anything good, you know, Dino Crisis games. Full ROM set for Sega Genesis / Mega Drive in other countries. Super Nintendo. So I'm gonna go through some previews of the fighting games here. So we'll go to CPX3 first, and this is where you're gonna have your Third Strike and different games like Red Earth and stuff. So we just go through, scroll down. Third Strike, Fight for the Future. Load that up. Let it load. CPX3 is an Xbox port of an emulator for what's called CPS3, which is Capcom Play System 3. And it's the best 2D board they made, most powerful at the time, which is how you got the graphics of Third Strike with the animations and whatnot. So you push back, put in some some coins. I'm sorry. And just hit start. It's an arcade port, so you know, no menus or anything, no pausing, and pretty much got that figured out. Everybody's worst enemy on Super Street Fighter 4 AE. This is where he came from. Alright, so you guys have seen that. Let's exit this, and I'm going to show you some of the different emulators I have. Let's see. Now I also have Xbox games themselves, which if I push back and scroll over here to games, and these are the actual games that were on the Xbox One. Half-Life 2, Inner Prophecy, Jade Empire, etc. Jet Set Radio. So let's go back to the emulators. And in here, got some different stuff. Darkstalkers. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Marvel vs. Capcom. Mega Man 2 Power Fighters. Alpha 1, 2, 3. Super Gem Fighter, which I believe is Pocket Fighter here in the US. Super Turbo. That's actually not Super Turbo, it's on another one. That's just regular Super. Vampire Savior 1 and 2. choosing the Atom, X-Men vs Street Fighter. So let's just go to Alpha 3 here real quick as an example. Now all of these are compatible with the Hori Fight Stick as well. You don't have to use a controller. It's kind of rare to find that stick now. I'm using a controller just for ease to demonstrate. Let's go with some Gamer B action right here. I'm really proud of these Xboxes, man. It seems like, you know, it's just all emulators, but it's not exactly simple to do. But I'm into modding. I'm real, you know, I'm an IT major, first of all. So I'm kind of a tech head anyway. Alright, let's dip out of this one since you saw that. Now I can scroll over here, and this is a different system. This is Neo Geo ROMs. So we got Art of Fighting 1, 2, 3, Fatal Furies, pretty much all of those. King of Fighters 94 all the way to 2003 on this one. I have 2004 on another one. Samurai Showdowns, Metal Slugs, and CPS 1, that's Final Fight, and Ghouls and Ghosts. So let's dip out of here real fast. Back to the menu. Let me show you some other stuff. For any fighting game fan out there, this is the king. So I'll be ready for any of you 3S Shotos, man. You guys that are new, it's 3S, man. You're gonna have a hard transition. It's not anything like 4. So let's see. This is Coin Ops. It's a MAME emulator. I got like 8,000 some odd ROMs on here. They all have video previews, but these are the most common that I play. This is just my favorites list. This is not actually the list of everything. So we got the Samurai Showdown 5 and 4 here. Alpha 3. Super 2. I believe that's Hyper Fighting. KOF. King of Fighters. My bad, I'm getting kind of far from the screen. 2002. 3. 2004. Vampire Saviors 1 and 2. One of the most complex of the early Capcom fighters. Children of the Atom. This is X-Men vs Street Fighter. We got our Metal Slugs up here. If you just want some, you know, Metal Slug action. I mean, it takes a lot of work to do this, man. I mean, it's not something you can just do overnight. Marvel vs Capcom. Marvel vs Street Fighter. You guys remember all this, so now let me show you the full games list. This is not just, these are my favorites, so I don't have to scroll through, but this is the full list here. As you can see, they all have previews. You know, some of this stuff, man, this is like way back. Let's just go down to some people recognize real fast. Like, there's so many, man. Like, I'm just gonna scroll down. It seems to kind of fade when I change games. But you guys get the idea. There's pretty much everything from new and old school on this. Joust. King of the Monsters. I don't know if you guys remember those old arcades. So we're gonna dip out real quick. And finally, hold on one sec. We gotta reboot real quick. Unfortunately, I can't manipulate things well with one hand trying to do this. I don't have a tripod. I've actually had at one time like 3 or 4 of these Xboxes because I've built a number of them over the years just for friends and stuff. So I'll go with some N64 action just to give you guys a preview of that. Yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Take it easy.